It's may I be safe from internal and external harm. And I thought that this was very necessary for me today because, of course, we're all trying to be safe and protect ourselves and each other's from this virus that's circulating, which I think in my mind, that's an external thing. But today, with anxiety levels kind of spiking, it's also important for us to remember the internal harm that we can cause ourselves when we let our minds race out of control, when we don't make time to eat and nourish our bodies because we're stressed out or we're taking care of other people, and also any type of like negative talk that we go through. That's sort of the message of internal harm, is we want to protect ourselves even from ourselves, from our own psyche, from the judgment and comparison that we may place upon ourselves at certain times. So this will be the prayer that we'll use tonight. And I think that we'll be able to expand it out to the full capacity. So we'll do a round of may I, we'll do a round of may you, and we'll do a round of may all beings. And that way we can really extend it as far as our heart needs to. And for those of you that have been with me for quite a few nights now, if you're feeling quite familiar with the way we practice the mantra meditation, then I want you to know that you don't have to follow exactly what I'm saying. The whole point here was to introduce some very simple meditation skills so that in this time of need or any time throughout your life, you will feel that you have these skills that you can pull out of your back pocket and use. And so as we move through the prayer together, especially for the may you, if you find that your heart is already expanding outwards to people that you know and you feel fairly equanimous in your emotions, then just let that happen naturally. When we're talking about the self in the may I be safe from internal and external harm, it is challenging, I think, for a lot of us to start here with ourselves and to love and accept and appreciate ourselves the way that we can seemingly do for others so easily. We seem to be our own worst critics, which most of you have heard before. And we see things about ourselves that we don't like that other people may actually view as a strength. And so when we practice a mantra towards ourselves, we really want to see if we can open up the heart and give compassion and kindness towards this dear being that we carry around with every day of our lives. And then when we're talking about the you, it's important to try to be equanimous in your emotions, and that can be definitely difficult. And it is suggested that we do not directly place the mantra of you onto somebody that we are sexually engaged with, because there's just too much attachment there in the practice that I learned from the monk that I studied with. And he explained to me that the people that we love and that we're closest to are always going to receive a benefit from us sitting in prayer or mantra, because we are creating feelings of love, kindness, and compassion within ourselves, and that will naturally start to breathe out of us and towards others that we care for. So when you're thinking of the may you surrender, or may you, tonight we're doing be safe from internal and external harm. If you are joining me for the first time, I would suggest that you think about a person who is neutral in your daily experience. So the mailman or the grocery person who helped you purchase your items today. If you can come across a familiar face, it might just be a person you always see out for a walk. You want to think about somebody who is in your life, but you don't have attachment to or deep relationship to. And when you start offering the mantra outwards to this person, that is the person that you're going to hold in your mind. And for those of you that were with me the last few nights, as we started to expand that outwards, you may or may not have experienced that when you're saying the may you mantra, naturally your heart starts to open, and you might see faces of people that you love, and you might feel the energy of people that you love. And I'm not going to put a tight parameter on you and say you cannot give to those people. The idea is that when your heart naturally expands, it's a wonderful thing, hi Sherry, to be doing, and you're absolutely welcome to direct your care and kindness towards those people. So when we do the May You, just see if you can take a moment and think about the people that you see in your daily life, and see if you can come across a face that is familiar, but someone that you know nothing about. And if you are still moving about the world right now, that's perfectly fine. Just keep your ears open and your eyes open, obviously, so you don't run into anybody. And if you are able to be at home and you're seated or you're lying down, I invite you to just get into a comfortable position. Hey, Ashley, get into a comfortable position if you can. And that might be legs crossed. It might be laying down. Really, there's no strict structure on this. Not with me, not today. Just want you to be able to concentrate and focus the mind and get a little bit more into your body. So see if you can come to a position and find some stillness. And take a big inhale breath. Exhale out the mouth. Good. Just let your body start to settle into whatever position you're in. And if you haven't done this already, with your eyes closed, see if you can sort through your life and land on a face that is familiar. Someone you always notice out for a walk or at the dog park. Someone you see in a coffee shop whose smile is seemingly familiar. And whenever you find that person, just take a note. And when we begin the May You mantra, they will be your starting point. They will be the person that you can first direct your well wishes to. They will be a person that will help keep your emotions neutral. And they will be a person that you can offer this prayer to in repetition until your heart starts to speak and call forth other people that you wish to share this prayer with. For those of you that are just joining, hey Allie, this will be the mantra that we're going to use this evening. I know it's backwards on Instagram, but it says, "May I be safe from internal and external harm." So you're welcome to write that down if you want, just because as we move through the mantra, I'm going to indicate when to inhale. I'm going to indicate when to say the mantra. You can say it out loud or you can say it inside your mind, whatever your personal preference is. As we keep moving through, I'm going to start dropping off half of the mantra, maybe only say 1/3 of the mantra, and then eventually there'll be blank spaces. And in those blank spaces is when you have the opportunity to let it come through on your own. And some of you may want reference. So this is why I hold this up in case you want it. And also if you want it for, maybe you want to do this practice again in the morning, or sometimes I personally, when I am hiking, because I don't really like hiking, but I like being outside, I like to choose a mantra that I can just repeat. And the intention behind mantra meditation really is just to concentrate and focus the mind. And I like that aspect because we don't have to be anything fancy. We just have to learn to train our mind to think the same thing over and over. And as we do that, we will find that we can observe our mind in mantra, and we can observe our mind sifting through the other thoughts that circulate as well. So it's a great practice to begin. So we'll begin now. If you have a mala bracelet that you want to wear or use, you're welcome to use one. I'm not sure how many beads you may have. This one has 21. There's no significance to that. It's just the size of my wrist. And if you do have one, you can put your thumb to the side of the marker, and then essentially you're just going to be pulling it through. That's what these are designed for, mantra or prayer meditation. But I will be keeping count for you tonight, and I'll be giving cues for when we finish the round and when we're going to start a new round. So, hi, brother. Okay, so find yourself in whatever position is comfortable for you at this time. Take a big inhale breath. Exhale out the mouth. Big inhale breath. Exhale out the mouth. And see if you can just notice the places of your body that are making contact with the ground. For you, that might be the bed you're lying on, the floor you're seated upon, the chair touching your back. Before I begin my personal prayers, I like to open by saying, may the council of light that surrounds me, the spirits who guide me, and the angels who watch over me, please hear my prayer. So tonight we join in prayer to feel connected and bound to the outcome altogether, regardless of what that is. And we ask for safety internally and externally for ourselves, others, and all beings abroad. Let's begin. Take an inhale. May I be safe from internal and external harm. Inhale. May I be safe from internal and external harm. Inhale. May I be safe from internal and external harm. Inhale. May I be safe from internal and external harm. Inhale. May I be safe from internal and external harm. Inhale. May I be safe from internal and external harm. Inhale. May I be safe from internal and external harm. Inhale. May I be safe from internal and external harm. Inhale. May I be safe from internal. Inhale. May I be safe from internal and external harm. Inhale. May I be safe from internal and external. Inhale. May I be safe from internal and external harm. Inhale. May I be safe. Inhale. May I be safe from internal and external harm. Inhale. May I be safe from internal and external harm. Inhale. Inhale. May I be safe from internal and external harm. Inhale. May I be safe from internal and external harm. Inhale. May I be safe from internal and external harm. Inhale. 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 May I be safe from internal and external harm. Take a big inhale breath. Exhale out the mouth. That completes the first round. Second round, may you be safe from internal and external harm. So this is the time you want to recall that person in your life, that face that's familiar, but the person you know nothing about. This way we start with emotions that are equally balanced without emotional charge. And as we complete this round and you're focused on this being, if your heart starts to call forth other people that you care about and love, and you see their faces or you feel them present in your body, of course, you're welcome to wish this prayer to them as well. Just see how your heart naturally expands. If you can, close the eyes. Take a big inhale breath. Exhale out the mouth. Let's begin. Inhale. May you be safe from internal and external harm. Inhale. May you be safe from internal and external harm. Inhale. May you be safe from internal and external harm. Inhale. May you be safe from internal and external harm. Inhale. May you be safe from internal and external harm. Inhale. May you be safe from internal and external harm. Inhale. May you be safe. Inhale. May you be safe from internal. Inhale. May you be safe. Inhale. May you be safe from internal and external harm. Inhale. May you be safe from internal and external harm. Inhale. May you be safe from internal and external harm. Inhale. 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 May you be safe from internal and external harm. Inhale. May you be safe from internal and external harm. Inhale. May you be safe from internal and external harm. Inhale. Inhale. May you be safe from internal. Inhale. May you be safe from internal and external harm. Inhale. Take a big inhale breath. Exhale out the mouth. That concludes the second circle. We'll expand it one more time outwards to may all beings be safe from internal and external harm. When you think of all beings, start with something that's close. So maybe the people in your home, the people on your street, your town. Just let it slowly expand outwards. Your neighborhood, your city, other cities in your province, other provinces, and you may travel very far. It's different for everybody. Feel free to let your heart soar. And again, when you hear my words drop off, it's just an opportunity for you to encourage your mind and build confidence that you know this mantra. And even if you fumble, just keep breathing. I'll be back to lead you in. And in the completely empty spaces, just let it flow out of you. It's probably in there more than you know. Let's begin. Inhale. May all beings be safe from internal and external harm. Inhale. May all beings be safe from internal and external harm. Inhale. May all beings be safe from internal and external harm. Inhale. May all beings be safe from internal. Inhale. May all beings be safe from internal and external harm. Inhale. May all beings be safe from internal and external harm. Inhale. May all beings. Inhale. May all beings be safe from internal and external harm. Inhale. May all beings be safe from internal and external harm. Inhale. 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 May all beings be safe from internal and external harm. Inhale. Inhale. May all beings be safe from internal and external harm. Inhale. 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 May all beings be safe from internal and external harm. Inhale. Inhale. May all beings be safe. Inhale. May all beings be safe from internal and external harm. Inhale. Inhale. Let it be big. Fill the lungs. Exhale out the mouth. Keep your eyes closed for just a moment longer. Breathe into your body. See if you can notice the places where there's tightness, stiffness. And take a deep breath right into those areas. And as you exhale, think about it softening, melting away, relaxing, surrendering. Inhale. Exhale. We ask for guidance and support in this time of need. Please help us feel strong in our capacity to choose our thoughts, to direct our mind into places of light and love, to choose thoughts that will serve our hearts and souls. Let us be protected from external harm. Let us do our best to protect each other from each other when necessary by keeping our distance and taking the safety precautions that are available to us. Thank you for the nurses and doctors who continue to work around the clock, as well as the airline people who continue to be of service and bring people to their home country. There are many of you out there on the front lines delivering mail, letting groceries and food be available to us all. We thank you for your time and your courage and your service. That concludes the prayer circle for tonight, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I desperately needed this today as I was a little higher in anxiety. And I do feel better, more relaxed. I was shaky and a bit of a nervous bundle when we started. So thank you for joining me. It always is nice to feel your support. Hey, bro. To my other WestJet lovelies out there, I'm thinking of all of you. And may you be well. And may you know that you are loved. Thanks, guys. Hopefully see you tomorrow.